Hello, it is early in the morning on the 30th, and I actually am getting ready for work. I don't actually have to wear a suit and tie. I am wearing this, and let me show you. Let's see. Uh, yeah, it actually has a jacket there, or sorry, dinner jacket thing that goes with or it's a suit, it goes with the pants. This was what I wore this weekend as my character Tallon, because me and a couple friends went shopping at the local thrift stores and stuff. I've been looking for a power blue dress shirt, and I finally found one, and it made me very happy, so I picked it up and designed an entire suit out of it, because I needed one to wear for my character Talon. He's part of the Order Dracul's Dying Light, and one of the little in things for the Order Dracul is if you're part of one of the societies, you wear a particular type of color for a shirt, and the Order Dracul, or sorry, Dying Light is blue, and I have this really great red one, but red is for axe, and I've been mistaken for an axe in character before, and I was like, no, 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 and then I had to like explain a few things, and I'm sorry I can't find power blue shirt. So when I found one, I grabbed it and I made an entire outfit out of it. The game this past weekend, first of all, my entire weekend was a blast. Yesterday, after I got back from the game on Saturday night, I ended up going out to lunch or brunch with my hetero wife. She does not like the term fag hag. I think I've mentioned that before. Anyway, we had a blast. We got caught up. We talked for about an hour and a half during and after food. I came home and I passed out. I was out for the entire day yesterday when I got home, which just sucks because I plan on doing laundry. Anyway, the reason that the weekend was also awesome was I got to go and play in the game, and Tallon as a Galloi has this particular ability where he can bless somebody and give them bonus stats and stuff. And Tallon is also an experimenter, because all Orders are cool are. He decided, hey, I think I'm going to try and find out what would happen if I were to bless animals with this power, not knowing the effects. So because if you bless a human, or if you bless a vampire, they get bonus stats. If you bless a human, they heal faster, they look more pretty, vampires too, and they also get bonus stats. What would happen if you did this to animals? And so Talon was thinking, oh, I'll go to SeaWorld, and I will give the blessing to Sealions, and I will enhance their physical beauty, and I'll make them perfect, and I'll increase revenues, and I'll invest in SeaWorld, and then I'll get money, and I can get my vampire friends to invest in SeaWorld, and they'll get more money, and it'll all work out fine. So he told a few very close people in his life that he was doing this, and that was my phone. And it didn't turn out so well. 8 of the sea lions died. 8 of them got really, really sick. And he felt really, really guilty about it, and he made sure to contribute money to their to making sure that they picked up more and better care for the animals and stuff. It was all done during downtime and stuff, but he was really not. He was kind of devastated about it, because he's a vampire. He has no problem killing he has a little bit of a problem because he's still relatively high on a humane scale, but humans have free will. They have choices. Some of them are bad, some of them are good, but ultimately they understand what's happening to them. He sees animals as more innocent. So he was really torn up by the fact that he actually did this and killed 8 sea lions, and he's like, oh my god, I feel so horrible. What the hell is going on with my phone? Anyway, that was 2 months ago that happened. Last night there was an Order Dracul meeting, and Talon's uncle, Santos, showed up, and there was a huge fight a mock fight kind of, but it was amusing, between Santos and Whisper, and Talon wanted to get in the middle of it because he cares about both of them, and he's got this mentality. His sire, he calls his mother, died a couple of years ago, and she had a really twisted upbringing for him. He recognizes, some pain as saying, I love you, or I care about you. And he's been missing that feeling of having his arm ripped off, his finger chopped off, his tongue ripped out, all these horrible things that his mother did to him. And so he's like, he's been wanting to get up the courage to say, Whisper, will you please rip off my arm? Because Whisper could do it with no problem. And Whisper would kind of be like, why? He believes in pain through growth, or growth through pain, and he believes that carrying is pain. He's really fucked up in that aspect. But he jumped in the middle of it, hoping that, oh my God, bonsai! One of them will rip my arm off, rip my leg off, rip a foot off, hurt me in some way. I can feel good again. Yeah, that didn't happen. I kept failing my challenges because they're so much better than me, both of them, and it was kind of like watching the little fly that tries to get between Godzilla and King Kong. The fly isn't going to get squashed. The fly is too small to get squashed. It manages to maneuver its way where it dodges everything. So unfortunately, I kept missing everything, and they were just kind of like ignoring me. Anyway, while that happened, all of a sudden, the storyteller came into the room that we were having this meeting and said, your character feels like one of his children has died. Because there, in Requiem, there is that bond. If you're within 50 miles of your sire or child, if something bad happens to them, you sense it. I was like, but Tallon has no children. He's like, I know. Have fun. Go with it. And I'm like, okay, that was weird. And then like 30 seconds later, okay, you feel your 4 more of your children have died. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? I'm thinking it's a bloodline power or something bad happened or something. I go out and I'm after the fight kind of ended on a really freaky note because somebody got involved that shouldn't have, and it wasn't me because they were ignoring me. Somebody who could actually do damage. I made myself invisible and got the hell out of there. Of course, there's a putz who always has to have like more successes, who can see through my invisibility, who has to point out, ooh, look at me, I can see through your power. Wah wah wah. Look at me, I'm so cool. I've learned to ignore him by now. Anyway, I go out there and I go to the prince. And one of my friends, Scarlet, who's in the same room, and they find out that Whisper was attacked because Whisper is no longer a citizen, and anybody can attack him. If they can kill him, that's even better, but no one's going to be able to take that bastard down. He's not a bastard, he's cool. He's also one of Tallon's teachers, but Tallon can't admit that, because we're not supposed to be associating with him. Anyway, so yeah, Tallon is being comforted by Esther, the prince, and by Scarlet, his friend, and there are others around, and he's like, I don't understand, why am I feeling this pain? Who's causing it? And blah blah blah. And what is there bloodline power that can make me feel like this? And they're like, we don't know anything. I'm sorry. And all of a sudden, somebody comes in and is like, we have a problem. And they're going, what? Well, apparently 8 zombie flesh-eating sea lions have appeared at SeaWorld. They killed their trainer and they're on the rampage, and all of a sudden Scarlet and Esther, 2 of the people who know about Tallon's failed experiment, they both look at him, and Tallon is like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, that's so sad, and I feel so bad for those poor people. And Scarlet's like, let's get you out of here. And Esther, Prince, just kind of goes, Tallon, we'll talk later. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm in trouble. So Tallon then leaves, and now he is all sorts of distraught. And the city does not know why these zombified sea lions have shown up and stuff. The only people who know are another Onager cool Timmy, Santos, his uncle Santos, because he called Santos and said, Uncle, I had an experiment that failed. And Santos is like, what? And I go, I created zombified flesh-eating sea lions, and I just got a click. And then I was like, dialed back, click. He's not answering any of my calls. I'm like, God damn it, this is... So anyway, Esther is gonna have to try and figure out, how do I spin this so nobody figures it out? Because aside from the 5 people who know about it, everybody is looking for an answer as to why this happened. How did they... and there's a bloodline, or I don't know exactly what it is, San Giovanni's, that are generally, they are the ones who create zombies. They're kind of miffed because somebody's invaded their territory and learned how to create animal zombies and stuff, and they're like not happy and crap. I'm like, oh shit. So it was a great and fully charged night for me. Also, apparently, I was accused of being a Devo, and I was also thought to be an Invictus. That's a clan and a covenant. Both things Talon is not, but hey, it's not bad. People are thinking I'm not what I am. That can only help me in some cases. And the city is starting to trust my character a lot more, where they're willing to go to me as a point of contact for the Order Dracul, because I apparently seem to be sane or something, since they can't go to Whisper anymore, because they're not supposed to associate with him. Anyway, I've rambled long enough, I think, but I had a really great weekend. I love going and playing with the group that did this to me. And the storyteller, Travis, I'm going to get you somehow. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I will get you for this. So I hope everybody has a really great week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.